We are not out here in the pasture with the old bed springs to take a nap. So the oxen wear one piece of equipment, which is a yoke that you can make yourself, and you basically drive them with a stick. So inexpensive is the way to go. So today we're going to show you some fairly inexpensive equipment you can use to get started with a team of oxen. A piece of equipment I really like to use is a slip scraper. It does a nice job of digging in, but what I mostly use it for is like a wheelbarrow. It will carry a lot of manure or whatever, gravel, and then when you get to where you need to go, you can just lift up on the handles and dump it. Typically you find them at junk stores and antique places, sometimes in fence rows, and almost never do they have their handles, and you can see the handles don't have to be that fancy, but resist the urge from putting a big handle on it. If you fit it with wheelbarrow handles, it might be more comfortable until the first time you dump it, and then it becomes pretty effective catapult for throwing you a country mile. We would make MacGyver proud by recycling this old bed springs in order to smooth the pasture. It does a nice job of just hook a chain to it, and it bounces along on the ground a little bit, and you can weight it down with something like a railroad tie or some cement blocks or something, but it gets manure clods broken up quite well, and in our case we've been using it to get it ready to reseed. If I had to have just one piece of equipment with a team of oxen, it would be this, which is a stone boat. The design of a stone boat is really simple. Some boards that are held together with some cross members. Historically, they would be this thing up in front. It's called the head of a stone boat, which is made out of metal, but it doesn't really have to have that as long as there's some kind of a bevel on the front so it doesn't dig in as the team is pulling it. A hood of a car works really well. The nice thing about them is they're so versatile. You can put manure on them if you're hauling that. You can put hay bales or straw bales on them. Feed bags go on them. A small water tank can fit on them. There's just so many things you can do with them. Then we hook the stone boat the same way we hook the slip scraper. It's just a chain, runs right up, puts it right onto the grab ring, and we're set to go. Come on.